The Maranao people is the term used by the Philippine government to refer to the southern tribe who are the people of Tinggian, means the people of the mountains. It was originally used to refer to all mountain-dwelling people.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Yes, I am back with another interesting video I know you are going to love to watch. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting on this particular video, Tribal Groups of the Philippines. This video is going to be another interesting history about the Philippines, so it might interest you to watch it to the end. But before I proceed with this video, if you're watching me for the first time, you love my reaction videos, you want to see more of this kind of video, hit that subscribe button, okay? Don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't get to miss out. This time I bring amazing videos like this your doorstep. So guys, you know what it is? Let's dive into this video, watch it together, and then react on it as usual, okay?
The Aita are an indigenous people who live in scattered, isolated mountainous parts of the island of Luzon, the Philippines. These people are considered to be negritos, whose skin ranges from dark to very dark brown, and possessing features such as a small stature and frame, hair of a curly to kinky texture and a higher frequency of naturally lighter color relative to the general population, small nose, and dark brown eyes. They are thought to be among the earliest inhabitants of the Philippines, preceding the Austronesian migrations. In Mindanao, these existing non-Muslim and unchristianized Austronesian indigenous groups are collectively known as the Lumad, a Cebuano term which means native or indigenous. Their Lumad tribes comprise about 13 ethnic groups which are the Blayan, Bukidnon, Higaonon, Mamanwa, Mandaya, Manobo, Mansaka, Sangir, Subanon, Tagabawa, Tagaka Ulo, Tasadi, and Taboli. Their tribe is generally known for tribal music produced by musical instruments they've created. The collective term Moro people or Bangsamoro people refers to the 13 Islamized ethno-linguistic groups of the Filipino islands and archipelagos of Mindanao, Sulu, and Palawan. As Muslim-majority ethnic groups, they form the largest non-Christian majority population in the Philippines, and comprise about 5% of the country's total population, or 5 million people. Most Moros are followers of Sunni Islam of the Shafi'i madhab. The Muslim Moros originally had an independent state known as the Sulu Sultanate, which once exercised sovereignty over the present-day provinces of Basilan, Palawan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, the eastern part of the Malaysian state of Sabah and North Kalimantan in Indonesia. The Sama Bajau are the dominant ethnic group of the islands of Tawi-Tawi in the Philippines. They are also found in other islands of the Sulu archipelago, coastal areas of Mindanao, northern and eastern Borneo, Sulawesi, and throughout eastern Indonesian islands. In the Philippines, they are grouped together with the religiously similar Moro people. Within the last 50 years, many of the Filipino Sama Bajau have migrated to neighboring Malaysia and the northern islands of the Philippines, due to the conflict in Mindanao. Sama Bajau have sometimes been called the sea gypsies or sea nomads, terms that have also been used for non-related ethnic groups with similar traditional lifestyles, such as the Moken of the Burmese Tai-Mergui archipelago and the Orang Laut of southeastern Sumatra and the Riau Islands of Indonesia. The Igorot are any of various ethnic groups in the mountains of northern Luzon, Philippines, all of whom keep, or have kept until recently, their traditional religion and way of life. Some live in the tropical forests of the foothills, but most live in rugged grassland and pine forest zones higher up. The Igorot numbered about 1.5 million in the early 21st century. Their languages belong to the northern Luzon subgroup of the Philippine languages, which belong to the Austronesian family. The Igorots may be roughly divided into two general subgroups. The larger group lives in the south, central and western areas, and is very adept at rice terrace farming. The smaller group lives in the east and north. Prior to Spanish colonization of the islands, the peoples now included under the term did not consider themselves as belonging to a single, cohesive ethnic group. Itneg is an alternate name of Tinggian. Tinggian means the people of the mountains. It was originally used to refer to all mountain-dwelling people. These days it is particularly used to refer to a cultural minority group occupying the mountains of Abra. The Tinggian are listed as one of the Cordilleran people called Igorots. Some feature of the culture, customs, traditions, rituals, beliefs and ethnic values are the same with the Igorots. In Abra, they comprise 35% of the total population and occupy about 2/3 of the province's land area. The people live in scattered villages and cover a large area. Most of them live in settlements usually found near river banks. Dwellings are usually built in clusters with rice granary and vegetable patches. 2 or 3 adjacent settlements generally compose a village. Mangyan is the generic name for the 8 indigenous groups found on the island of Mindoro, southwest of the island of Luzon, the Philippines, each with its own tribal name, language, and customs. The total population may be around 280,000, but official statistics are difficult to determine under the conditions of remote areas, reclusive tribal groups and some having little if any outside world contact. The ethnic groups of the island, from north to south, are Araya, Alangan, Tadiawan, Tabud, Buhid, and Hananu. An additional group on the south coast is labeled Ratanyon. They appear to be intermarried with lowlanders. The group known on the east of Mindoro as Bangon may be a subgroup of Tabud, as they speak the western dialect of that language. They also have a kind of poetry which is called the Ambahan. The Maranao people is the term used by the Philippine government to refer to the southern tribe who are the people of the lake, a predominantly Muslim Lanao province region of the Philippine island of Mindanao. They are known for their artwork, weaving, wood, plastic and metal crafts and epic literature, the Darangan. They are ethnically and culturally closely related to the Iranan, and Maguindanao, all 3 groups being denoted as speaking Danao languages and giving name to the island of Mindanao. The original endonym of the ancestral Maranao is believed to be Iranan or Iranaoan. This group later diverged, resulting in the modern Maguindanao and the Iranan people, while the ancestral Iranans who stayed in Lake Lanao became known as the Maranao. These 2 ethnic groups, Iranan and Maranao, are still related to each other, share similar cultures and both speak a one language. They either call it Maranao or Iranan language which belongs to Danao languages. The Ivitans are a Filipino ethnolinguistic group predominant in the islands of Batanes of the Philippines. Their ethnogenesis is unclear, their origins remain untraced among scholars, but they are known to be an Austronesian group, related to neighboring Ilocanos on purely linguistic basis. The culture of the Ivitans is partly influenced by the environmental condition of Batanes. Unlike the old-type nipa huts common in the Philippines, Ivitans have adopted their now famous stone houses made of coral and limestone, designed to protect against the hostile climate. Ivitans already lived in Batanes before the Spaniards arrived in the Philippines in the 16th century, establishing fortresses known as Ajong, and lived autonomously long thereafter. The Ibaloy or Nabaloy is an indigenous ethnic group found in the northern Philippines. The Ibaloy occupy the southeastern 2/3 of Benguet, particularly the municipalities of Cabayan, Bukid, Sablan, Tublay, La Trinidad, Tuba and Itogon, and the southern portions of Kapampangan and Atak. Called Ipaway by the Kalangayas, the name is derived from those who live in the grasslands, with Paway as the Kalangaya term for grassland. In Ibaloy mythology, this group's origin is traced back to a couple in Mount Pulag who survived the great flood that Kabunian sent to punish the wicked people. This couple bore many children who intermarried, multiplied and descended to the fertile valleys of Benguet, including Tinik, to become the ancestors of the present-day Ibaloy. Subanon is a tribe indigenous to the Zamboanga Peninsula area, particularly living in the mountainous areas of Zamboanga del Sur and Misamis Occidental, Mindanao Island, Philippines. The Subanon people speak the Subanon language. The name means, a person or people of the river. These people originally lived in the low-lying areas. However, due to disturbances and competitions from other settlers like the Muslims, and migrations of Cebuano speakers to the coastal areas attracted by the inviting land tenure laws, further pushed the Subanon into the interior. Subanons generally refer to themselves as a whole. They distinguish themselves from each other by their roots or point of origin. These are based on names of rivers, lakes, mountains, or locations. The Waray people are a subgroup of the larger ethnolinguistic group Bisaya people, who constitute the largest Filipino ethnolinguistic group in the country. Their primary language is the Waray language, an Austronesian language native to the islands of Samar, Leyte and Biliran, which together comprise the eastern Visayas region of the Philippines. Waray people inhabit the whole island of Samar where they are called Samareños, the northern part of the island of Leyte where they are called Leyteños, and the island of Biliran. On Leyte Island, the Waray people occupy the northern part of the island, separated from the Cebuano language-speaking Leyteños by a mountain range in the middle of the island. The Eskaya is the collective name for the members of a cultural minority found in Bohol, Philippines, which is distinguished by its cultural heritage, particularly its literature, language, dress and religious observances. After the Eskaya first came to public attention in 1980, these cultural practices were the subject of intense speculation on the part of local journalists and amateur historians who made diverse claims about the ethno-linguistic status of the Eskaya people. The unique Eskayan language and writing system in particular has been a source of fascination and controversy. Some journalists argued that the Eskaya were historically displaced from the Middle East, while others suggested that the community was a cult speaking an invented language.
This is really an interesting history about. This is indeed another interesting video about the Philippines. I really love the tribe. I love their costume. I love the color. Oh my God. Philippines has amazing culture, guys. Let me know what. This is indeed another interesting video about the Philippines, which I love so much. I love the culture of the people. I love the tribes. I love the fact that I love the fact that Philippines is not just. This is another interesting video about the Philippines that I love so much. I really love the culture of the people. I love the fact that Philippines is not just dominated with just white, but they have mixed race, they have black, they have brown, which is very, very nice. And I love the costume, I love the tradition of the people. There's a lot of things I really love about the Philippines, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's have a conversation in the comment section. See you all on my next one. Bye. Philippines. This is another interesting video about the Philippines, which I love so much. I really love the history of the people. I love the culture. I really love the history of the people. I love the culture. I love the tribal. This is another interesting video about the Philippines I love so much. I love the culture of the people. I love the tribal groups of the people. I love the fact that Philippines is not just dominated with white, but they have black, they have brown skin, which is so, so nice, guys. I'm going to be stopping here for today. Let me know what you guys think about this amazing video in the comment section. See you all on my next one. Bye.